afternoon, I'm Mai Rodriguez. Today on Newsfeed at noon, the holiday travel rush kicking into high gear as passengers flock to terminals this last weekend before Christmas. A U.S. government shutdown looms as a Republican spending bill fails to hurdle Congress. P-pop powerhouse Bini going on a world tour. And we'll give you a look at the trailer for James Gunn's upcoming Superman film. Thanks for joining us. It's the last Friday before Christmas, which means the holiday travel rush will kick into high gear. Malacanang says more than 1.1 million passengers are expected today at the LRT-1, LRT-2, and MRT-3. President Bongbong Marcos announced free rides in those three train lines, also to help ease the public's financial burden this holiday season. All roadworks at the North Luzon Expressway have also been suspended in preparation for the increase of vehicle volume. Meanwhile, the Coast Guard has recorded over 32,000 port passengers this morning. More than 20,000 were outbound, while over 12,000 were inbound. The Coast Guard has been placed on heightened alert in anticipation of the surge of travelers this holiday season. Just in time for the holiday rush, Phase 1 upgrades for the North Port Passenger Terminal in Manila have been completed. Enhancements include the installation of a new X-ray baggage machine, charging stations and chairs, plus an additional room for priority passengers. There were also restroom renovations and repairs to glass doors. Authorities say another round of upgrades will begin in January. Fuel prices expected to go up next week. A forecast from the Energy Department shows gasoline costs will rise by 30 to 70 centavos per liter, diesel by 110 to 140, and kerosene by up to 1 peso per liter. The DOE says this is mainly due to the strengthening of the dollar and lower crude stocks in the U.S. Various agencies, including PAGCOR and the Justice Department, inspect two BPO companies in Pasay City. Let's find out why from our correspondent, Francis Falve, who joins us live now. Francis, what can you tell us?
Yes, Mai, the inspection of two major SC-BPOs, or the Special Class Business Process Outsourcing companies here in Pasay City, was conducted by various government agencies led by PAGCOR. It was spearheaded by PAGCOR Chairman Alejandro Tenco and DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla, along with representatives from the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission, Securities and Exchange Commission, Anti-Money Laundering Council, and the Department of Justice. The purpose of the inspection was to ensure the legitimacy of these BPO companies' documents and their compliance with the country's regulations. According to PAGCOR, they fully support special class BPOs that have significant potential to hire additional workforce in the coming years. These companies operate on a large scale and showcase Filipino excellence in various aspects of their business operations. In fact, one of the BPOs inspected has a renowned client, the MGM, a leading casino and online betting center in Las Vegas, USA. Officials from the Special Class BPO proudly shared that some of the marketing designs used during the recent Super Bowl, the biggest sports betting event in the US, was created by Filipinos and produced here in the Philippines. The company also highlighted their all-Filipino fraud detection team, which successfully identifies bettors using artificial intelligence to cheat. These are just two of the potential employers for the 40,000 workers displaced due to Executive Order 74, which banned all POGOs nationwide, affecting even legitimate special class BPOs. DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla stated that they will release a list of legitimate companies not covered by the executive order, allowing them to renew their permits and expand companies. It is estimated that these companies will open 10,000 additional job opportunities to Filipinos in the next 2 years under their project extension. And that's the latest here, Mai.
Thank you for that report, Francis Falve. The Philippine National Police stepping up its crackdown on cybercrimes with the help of TikTok. Francis Falve returns with this report.
3 online sellers of illegal firecrackers arrested in separate operations conducted by the PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group in Tondo, Malabon, and Olongapo in Zambales. According to the PNP, this is a result of enhanced online transaction monitoring in line with the order of PNP Chief General Romel Marbil to ban the online sale of all types of firecrackers.
Regarding dito sa illegal selling of firecrackers. And yun po, itong mga platforms na ito ginagamit nila sa pagbebenta. And illegal po yung mga binibentang mga firecrackers, kaya in-engage ng mga cybercrime cops natin at yung mga operatiba natin ay nagsagawa ng entrapment operation, kaya po nahuli natin sila.
On Wednesday, the PNP and Bulacan LGU inspected rows of fireworks stores in Bukawi. DTI reminds consumers, ensure products have safety seal and are from legitimate distributors.
Huwag po kayong bibili ng mga produkto pailaw man o paputok na walang kumpletong label o kumpletong impormasyon sa kanilang label.
A collaboration between the PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group and social media platform TikTok was formalized. According to the PNP ACG, the goal is to expedite TikTok's response to online scam reports. TikTok has recorded 108 incidents of scams from January to November 2024. The PNP ACG also revealed that in addition to scams, online platforms are sometimes used to exploit children.
Also po, isa pong concern ni TikTok is yung sa Women and Children Cybercrime Protection Unit natin dito sa PNP ACG. Gusto din nilang makipag-collab doon since yung mga TikTok videos doon, minsan or kadalasan po, merong mga batang involved. And ito din pong mga batang ito ay ginagamit sa mga exploitation materials at pinagkakapirahan ng ibang tao.
For TikTok, the collaboration is a great initiative to keep scammers off their platform. TikTok is banned in several countries such as the United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, Belgium, Denmark, France, India, Indonesia, the Netherlands, New Zealand, and Taiwan due to security issues. However, the PNP ACG clarified that there are limitations to the information they will share with the social media platform. PNP ACG reminds social media users to ensure your transactions are with trusted individuals and refrain from creating and posting content that violates the law for a better start of the new year. Francis Polbe, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
A U.S. government shutdown looms as President-elect Donald Trump continues to meddle in the process. A Republican spending bill failed to get enough votes, leaving Congress with no clear plan to keep government funded past Friday. Trump had pressured lawmakers to tie up loose ends before he takes office on January 20, but some members of his own party refused to support a package that would add trillions more to the federal government's $36 trillion debt. The bill that failed largely resembled the earlier version that Elon Musk and Trump had criticized.
The Musk-Johnson proposal is not serious. It's laughable. Extreme MAGA Republicans are driving us to a government shutdown.
If lawmakers fail to extend the deadline, the U.S. government will begin a partial shutdown and would interrupt funding for everything, including paychecks for more than 2 million federal workers. The suspect in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson facing new federal charges. These include murder, which could make him eligible for the death penalty. Luigi Mangione was also charged with stalking and using an illegal gun silencer. Mangione was transferred to the custody of the New York City Police Thursday after he waived his right to extradition proceedings at a court hearing in Pennsylvania. Earlier this week, a grand jury in New York indicted Mangione on 11 counts of breaking state law, including first-degree murder and murder as an act of terrorism. French President Emmanuel Macron receives a not-so-warm welcome during his visit to storm-hit Mayotte. Locals booed and shouted at Macron as he toured the tiny French territory located north of Madagascar, where scores are feared dead following the wrath of Cyclone Chito. They're also making desperate appeals for more aid to be delivered. There were 31 fatalities confirmed days after the cyclone hit, but the real death toll could reach thousands. Chinese President Xi Jinping in Macau to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the region's handover from Portugal to China. Xi attended an event showcasing Macau's unique cultural heritage. The performances also highlighted the city's development under Chinese governance. While in Macau, Xi is also expected to urge further diversification from its casino industry. As a special administrative region of China, Macau is the only place in the country where gambling is legal. We're taking a break. Still to come, Bilyonaryo Manny V. Pangilinan eyes investing in Camp John Hay. That and more when Newsfeed at Noon returns. Stay with us. You're back to Newsfeed at Noon. The central bank has unveiled the designs for its new polymer banknotes. Pierre Pastor tells us they showcase Philippine diversity and cultural heritage.
The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, headed by BSP Governor Eli Remolona, presented to President Bongbong Marcos the first Philippine polymer banknote series. The series is composed of 1,000 peso bills, was introduced in 2022, as well as 500, 100, and 50 peso denominations. The banknotes showcase Philippine biodiversity and cultural heritage. They feature images of protected species in the country, alongside traditional local weave design, which serves as symbol of Filipino identity and foster national pride.
I stand before you with pride as we unveil the first Philippine polymer banknote series, a groundbreaking step that embodies the strength, ingenuity, and forward momentum of our nation. Beyond featuring our biodiversity, these notes honor the everyday culture that we live and that we see around us.
Also seen on the 1,000 bill is the Philippine eagle and the Sampaguita flower, Tubataha Reef Natural Park, South Sea Pearl, and the Tinalak weave design. On the 500 bill is the Visayan spotted deer, the flower Acanthipium mantinianum, the Puerto Princesa subterranean river, blue-naped parrot, and the southern Philippine weave design. On the 100 peso bill is the Palawan peacock pheasant, the flower Ceratocentron phycillei, Mayon volcano, whale shark, and the Bicol region weave design. And on the 50 is the Visayan leopard cat, the flower Vidal's lanutan, Taal Lake, Maliputu fish, and the Batangas embroidery design.
The intricate weave patterns carry the stories of families, of communities, and generations who have kept these traditions alive through their hands and hard work. As we hold these new banknotes, let us be reminded of the values that we carry, the dreams that we pursue, and the future that we strive to build together.
Polymer banknotes will co-circulate with the paper banknotes. Both can be used for payments. Governor Remolona says the polymer banknotes are smarter because it has an advanced anti-counterfeiting features and a smaller carbon footprint. It is cleaner because viruses and bacteria do not thrive long in polymer. It is stronger because it has longer lifespan than its paper counterparts. New banknotes are recognizable since they match the size and color of their paper equivalent. They also have highly embossed tactile dots to help the elderly and persons with vision impairment. Initially, the polymer series can only be withdrawn over the bank counters, but will eventually be available in ATMs. Pierre Pastor, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Bilyonaryo Manny V. Pangilinan eyes investing in Camp John Hay in Baguio City. The chairman of Metro Pacific Investments recently discussed his plans in a meeting with officials of the base's Conversion and Development Authority. Pangilinan says Camp John Hay embodies the unique charm and character of Baguio. He vows to preserve and enhance the area's legacy properties and workforce. BCDA and MPIC have previously collaborated on key projects, including the development of the Bonifacio Global City and the Subic-Clark-Tarlac Expressway. Ask Santa is no longer just a Christmas gimmick. In Los Angeles, it's being used as an interactive AI program, letting kids talk to Father Christmas while raising money for type 1 diabetes research. A $5 donation to help fund Breakthrough T1D's research grants access to a one-on-one conversation with Santa Claus.
Wonderful, you're here. Welcome to Santa's study. Now, I know that you've come here to ask Santa about, well, being Santa. I have so many stories about the reindeers, Christmas magic, or even living in the North Pole, which is a long way from you. So, if I seem a little slow with my answers, it might be a problem with my Wonderland Wi-Fi. So, please be patient.
How is Mrs. Claus?
Mrs. Claus is doing great. Just like everyone, she's very excited that Christmas is getting closer every day.
We're taking another breather up ahead from the Philippines to the globe as P-pop powerhouse Bini is set to go on a world tour. Sports and entertainment news up next. You're back on Newsfeed at noon. UFC superstar Conor McGregor is making a comeback in the boxing ring. The Notorious says he has reached a preliminary agreement to face YouTuber/pro wrestler Logan Paul in an exhibition match in India. No date yet for this potential bout. One thing they have in common, they both face the undefeated Floyd Mayweather Jr. The match is expected to precede the Irishman's anticipated return to the UFC. Shout out to local F1 fans from Spanish race car driver Carlos Sainz. The smooth operator says he wants to visit the Philippines. Scuderia Ferrari just posted an Instagram clip showing Sainz opening Christmas gifts with Charles Leclerc, also one of the biggest names in Formula One. The duo apparently received a pack of Philippine-themed playing cards from their Pinoy fans. Watch this.
Much love from the Philippines. Tarabaharaha. Pocket guide for the Philippines.
Poker.
When we'll go, no, pockets. Pocket guide.
It's nice. I am gonna visit the Philippines.
Yes, me too.
I have a lot of friends there.
Sainz finished 5th in the championship standings this year. He's set to leave Ferrari to join Williams for the 2025 F1 season. In entertainment, Bini's world domination going into full swing next year. The nation's girl group has announced a world tour that will kick off in February at the Philippine Arena in Bulacan. They will also have stops in Singapore, Dubai, London, and the US. This comes on the heels of multiple successes for the P-pop powerhouse, with Billboard Philippines declaring 2024 as the year of Bini. The director of the Dark Knight trilogy is officially a knight. Oscar-winning filmmaker Christopher Nolan was knighted by King Charles for his extraordinary contribution to film. Nolan's wife and film producer Emma Thomas also received damehood honors at Buckingham Palace. Apart from the Dark Knight trilogy, the couple produced several other major blockbusters like Oppenheimer, Inception, and Interstellar. From The Dark Knight to The Man of Steel, the trailer for James Gunn's Superman has been released. David Corenswet takes center stage as the newest Clark Kent, while Rachel Brosnahan stars as Lois Lane and Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Also making an appearance is Krypto, Superman's canine sidekick. The film, which will be out July 11, is the first feature-length entry in Gunn and Peter Safran's new DC slate called Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. Here's a sneak peek.
Krypto. Home. Take me home.
Superman.
That looks awesome. Can't wait. And those are the news this hour. I'm Mai Rodriguez. It's 5 days to go before Christmas Day. Keep it here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Good afternoon and happy weekend.